We get the IG going? I walk away like a defeated comic who gets burned at the comic strip. Enter Sunda number 2. If you could find a Swedish black Jew who was raised by a Guinea and lived in a sausage factory too, come on in, please do. Welcome to my crazy place, and I gotta say that I just don't get it. I am not a friggin' singer, but the feeling's here and I'll never get it back. There you go. I heard that on the radio today, and I thought it was Donna Summer. I was so embarrassed it wasn't her. Isn't that horrible, like when you hear anything with a beat? Don't you hate when the disco ball comes out and like older people come out and you're like, oh my God, I'm that person. This camera's crooked, I can see, but I'm just saying, does it affect anything if it looks crooked to me?
It looks good on here.
Good, that's all that matters. It means I'm crooked. I'm crooked, I am crooked. Because I got burned in the three-way strip. Welcome to this humble abode of ours. Welcome to the LA School of Comedy Open Mic Night. Clap, clap, clap. I would be clapping much louder, but due to a little imbalance in me, I fell back, cracked my head, had a concussion, and was rushed to Bellevue Hospital in New York City, where when you see it on television, that's where they bring all the crazy people in straitjackets. I was like, they don't know me. Why are they bringing me here? And they said, we have to because it's the best trauma center. And they were like, ma'am, you've been through trauma. So I heard them saying Sandra Brown. I was like, well, thank God my mother's here, because that's her maiden name. And then until I realized she's been dead for a long time. And I was like, wait a minute, are they taking roll call in heaven or hell? Where am I? And I knew she was with me, but it wasn't her. It was my daughter, who looks nothing like her, by the way. Total different colors. It's like the ink is black, the page is white. Nothing together. My mother didn't want to take her own granddaughter out. She said, are you crazy the way she acts? She goes, the cops are going to get me for kidnapping. Who wants to kidnap her? But she looked like one of those little... I'll never forget, she had she had the best pediatrician, Dr. Brawl. Did you go have Dr. Brawl too? Yeah. Remember Dr. Brawl? Was he not the best?
He's the best. Oh my God. Unfortunately, he passed.
I know he did, but I didn't know. Yeah. So I run into his friend. I'm getting him for a podcast, by the way. I'm like, why isn't he calling me back? Because that's not like him. That's not like he's come to all my shows. Let me tell you, Dr. Brawl was amazing. When I had Aviva, I'll never forget. He said, oh, she's very, very nice baby, beautiful baby. He says, but when he saw Tova, he goes, but that Tova, he goes, that's something different. Aviva looks like every American Jewish kid, you know, the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Meanwhile, his secretary at the time is Asian. Do you remember that chick? The Asian chick, it goes way back. She says to me, what do you do? Keep her in the house? You keep an umbrella over her so she doesn't get dark? I have never heard anything like that. This woman said to me, you should do it. You should have an umbrella for her. And I thought about it. That's why black don't crack. That's why you can't tell how old Asians are. They're fucking smart. That snail cream? You know I have an Asian baby, so I can make these jokes. I don't know how I have an Asian baby. My second baby came out Asian. I don't know how. It's the same baby's father. I swear to you. And it was a black woman that asked me. She said, is that the same baby daddy? I said, my husband? My husband? Dr. Goldenberg said that to me. Have you been to Dr. Goldenberg? Don't go. You'll lose all your teeth. He said, do the girls, your daughters, do they know their father? I said, my husband? He said, these two are sisters, right? I said, yes. Zaffron and Zaffron. I'm a Cronquist. I'm the one that's white. That's why I tell Persian women all the time. They go crazy. They hate that. But you know the white Persian ones who say things like, can I ask you something? When you go in the sun, Sunda Jun, when you go into the sun, do you tan? And I tell them, you should know you're black. And they're like, I am not black. And I'm like, I'm white. I'm white. I'm European. You're not white. And they go, no, my mother was blonde. And I said, where'd you get that big black ass? Ah! But now everybody wants a big black ass. Have you noticed it? The BBA is here. Everybody's walking around on the plane like the genuflecting. If you're Jewish, if you don't know what that means, it means like you tripped and fell like this and got back up. That's why no Jewish man ever goes on his knees. You know that. It's just something you don't do. No Jewish. So if you ever see like a Jewish guy propose to a girl on his knees, she's not Jewish. But once she meets his fucking mother, she will be. So make sure you marry an orphan, a Jewish orphan. Go to Rabbi Mentz of Bel Air. He's the best rabbi ever. Of course I know. Where do you think he got his jokes? Right here at the friggin' LA School of Comedy, baby, right here. It was outside. Somebody said, I saw the rabbi outside the LA School of Comedy, and he had a microphone in his hand. I said, that's what he does. That's what my rabbi does. He's crazy. So now I meet this guy that works for my rabbi. Let me just explain. So my rabbi's not like he's a rabbi with the beard and the press-on dreadlocks, right? But that's not my move. I'm Jewish, but like not that Jewish, you know what I'm saying? How I met him is I went to Shabbat dinner, and I entered the wrong house, and it was a temple. And there was no way out. I got a skirt up my ass. I got 2 bottles of wine and 2 crazy kids that I smoked pot with when I was pregnant. So I'm just kidding. It was for the nausea. Here, just what I'm telling you. I couldn't leave. The women are on one side because some, the more religious, the more separate, whatever. And the Orthodox thing, they have heats like the curtain. So the women are on this side, the men are on this side, and nobody's wearing a mini dress but me. I don't know what I'm doing there. But I know my husband's going to kill me because he's meeting me at these people's homes for Shabbat dinner. And I'm in a synagogue. I don't even know how I got there. I walked in there and the bag broke and the wine fell on the ground. And everybody was like, oh. So I kept walking in like I belonged there. And I didn't belong. And I had my Persian hair then. I used to straighten that shit when I cared. I don't care now. And white people, all they want to do is touch it. Touch it. They sound like they sound like a prepubescent white boy when they want sex. Just touch it. You touch it. You touch it. How about the other thing they said? Just a tip. I'm kidding. All right, so we're a clean show. We're a clean show. That's what happens until Jesse got in the house. You know how he's frisky. So we do have a casting call going on, and I'm excited about that. And, yeah. So, like, if you got that, and she's going to send it to you.
Okay.
All right, so you got that. I had a friend named Doug Wong, right? And Doug would always be like, I'm American. I don't know, I'm American. I think he was Chinese. I don't know. I met him at Seton Hall. So I used to sing, whether I'm white or whether I'm Wong, whether I find it. You never heard that song? I gotta be me. You guys better hear Sammy Davis. I said to, you know who Sammy Davis is, right? I say to this black kid, you could play Sammy Davis for the casting. They're looking for a Sammy Davis. He goes, I can't play baseball. I said, he had one eye. What are you talking about? He said, you mean Sammy Davis, a baseball player? I said, that's Sammy Sosa. He's Dominican, not a black Jew. I know I'm playing for everybody here. It's terrible. I'm insulting the world, but it's okay. Because my father's yahrzeit and Sammy Davis's yahrzeit is the same day. So I know what I'm talking. They want to cry. They can't help it. I had my kids go to a Persian school. I'm sorry. It's called Sinai. Did I call it Persian? I did. They went to school with all of them, okay? Kevin, Brandon, Tiffany. And I used to hear them saying that. Then one day I heard, nigga. I was like, y'all talking to me like that? Because they were like, no, that's not what you're thinking. I was like, yes, it is what I was thinking. Because I was thinking the same thing about your ass when you got that white Mercedes to my parking space. I jump out at them. I scare them. I go like this on the window. Hey, get off the phone. You know what they'll tell me? I'm on with my daughter. And I go, okay. What are we going to do? It's a fight. It's a Persian fight. Where they say a fight, and they get a white. Same thing, baby. It's the same thing. You cannot mess with a Persian mom, right? Am I wrong? She'll cut you. She will cut you, but so will an Asian mom. My boyfriend, my Japanese boyfriend, his mother hated me. She said, I want him with a good Japanese girl. I'm doing the best I can. Yes, he was Japanese. His name was Mitsuyoshi. You think I'm making this shit up? I can't make it up. I can't make up that I was trying to make the sushi with the people, and I dropped a fish. I had eyes, and I screamed out loud. They were dried fish. You see how we're like that? How mean that is? It was delicious. That wasn't the point. I got a chopstick dug into it, and that is a sign of disrespect. She says to me, are you going to a funeral? And I said, I don't know, because I want to kill you, bitch. Oh, did I say that? All right. and he was a gambler, but I'm not going to get into that. Because we have a really important place here that I'm trying to save. And the owner is David Porbaba. That's right. He's a billionaire with the name Poor in his name, but that's okay because he lets me stay here. And I've been here almost 23 years. Woo! And this is going to be a club one day. We're going to wait till she goes out of business because Westwood need a club, right? Westwood needs a comedy club. Am I wrong? Where are you going to go, Mashti Malone's? How much ice cream can you friggin' Persians eat? It's enough of the Mashti Malone. Maybe she can meet husband. So I brought my daughter to Mashti Malone. There was a 55-year-old man. He's like, is that your daughter? I was like, oh. I know, right? He's like, she got so big. I was like, you can't say that. He goes, I mean, tall, wide. And I was like, oh, stop while you're ahead. Please, stop. Because, Persians do make up words. I work for Jamie Masad at the Laugh Factory, and I love him dearly. But his vocabulary is something you will never hear in your life. It's crucial you listen to me, Sunda. Sunda Jun, play for 1 minute devil acrobat, okay? And think like the other person. Who says this? And I have to make believe. Wait a minute. I was putting it together the Jewish singles night. You had to see the poor guy with the yarmulke sitting there. He didn't know what credential was. He's just concerned that it's kosher. Why? I saw you eating the fucking pepperoni pizza. You liar. You're all lying out there. Fucking liars. I busted the butcher, didn't I? I said that meat ain't kosher. Yes, I did one time. Let me tell you something. It's a big deal. In the community, it's a big deal. So I grew up in a pork factory. My father had a sausage factory. I grew up in a Catholic school from kindergarten through college. Judaism was not part of my life. Okay, talking about them, the Italians do that. I just went for the ride. And where am I going with that? Because I have to go.
You should talk about the butcher.
Oh, my God. Listen, the butcher. The butcher. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, I'll tell you, because it was on TV anyway. I do a prank call to the butcher, and I make believe I'm a Persian woman who wants to buy 32 chickens. Okay? And I go, I want to know if they are clean. And he goes, he goes, I'm kosher. I go, but how can you prove to me you're kosher? And then I get him mad, right? And then I go, can you please do me a favor? Put your nose and smell it. And he says, maybe you should do the same for yourself. And I'm like, I know. He got so mad. Then I'm like, surprise, it's a kosher comedy call. Come on in. This is what I got to do in the beginning. Come on in. Oh, no, of course. Boy, my husband stayed in the bathroom too long. I'm kidding. Stop it. Oh, my God. I know that. I know you will. But I forgot where I was, and I can't get back. I'm sorry. It's a concussion.
I'll finish it in my
What was it?
I'll finish it.
Sam, if you don't tell me what I was talking about, I'm going to think I have Alzheimer's.
You did the whole thing. You did the prank call, and you said, smell it. Is it kosher? Smell it. I'm going to smell you.
No.
The next day,
The next day. Wait a minute. Then it's Rosh Hashanah.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. And all this meat's coming out. And my comedy partner here, Sue Katz, she has an apartment that faces the butcher, and there is do you know what they call that? The lights at sea at nighttime? I used to sell them. The night, you could see that at nighttime it comes on green. Night vision. They had night vision pointed at the butcher. Why? Because he put his own kosher stickers on. That's crazy. That's like having a condom and it says extra magnum and there's nothing in it. That's why we want to start this show with a bang and make it spicy, make it nice. You bring up the comedy of Billy Ramirez, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go, Billy.
Let's go.
¿Qué pasa, familia? Es un placer estar aquí con ustedes. I like to open up in Spanish every now and then because I look like I might not be able to do it, and it's fun. It's fun feeling like an undercover Latino, especially these days because I'm far more likely to be mistaken for ICE than to be taken by ICE. So, yeah. I don't know if you can tell by the anything. I am first-generation Mexican-American. ¿Qué pasa, familia? Órale. I've never been able to do that whistle. I wish I could. Like if I could, everywhere I'd go would sound like an aviary, or a bird store, or whatever. But let's see. Slightly rearranging the set. No, I'm not. Yeah. So I know. Yeah, so as a first-generation Mexican-American, I've struggled with confidence and anxiety issues my entire life. And I think I figured out exactly why that is. I think it's because I was raised under the rule of la chancla. If you're not familiar with what la chancla is, it's a piece of footwear, like a sandal, that some mothers also use as a disciplinary device. And my mom was lethal with it. She could do the classic, just like backside stroke really quick, or upside my face like she was trying to win one of those new power slap competitions, or power chunkla slap. But more frightening than that, she could deploy it long range. Like if I was in my room playing Super Mario Kart using Koopa Troopa, my favorite, and then she thought I was screwing around, from around the corner would come a chunkla and just smack me upside the head, and then it would somehow return to her. Like, I don't know how she ever figured out how to boomerang a chunkla. As far as I know, she never went to Australia or even met an Australian, but somehow she turned herself into Chunkla Dundee, You call that a chunkla? This is a chunkla. I know, like, no one wants to hear a grown man whine about his parents. They did their best, my parents. They sent my brother and I both to college. But at the same time, somebody's best could be a C-. And sometimes when I'm hanging out in my not a house or just lying in bed completely alone or reviewing my portfolio, which is nothing more than an old trapper keeper full of coupons, I wonder what heights could I have reached if I had taken fewer chanclazos growing up, like fewer chancla smacks. Which, by the way, part of a delicious, nutritious, well-rounded Latino breakfast. You can find chancla smacks in the cereal aisle next to Special Que Pasa Cabron and Honey Nut Pendejos. So, anyway, that's kind of clever right now. I could have been a VP of marketing at some Fortune 500 company with one of those KY 401s or whatever it's called. But instead, I've got 5 different side hustles going on right now. They're all main hustles right now. I didn't notice the breathe. Anyways, 5 main hustles going on right now, and one of which is doing moving work, which is nice because it brings in money, and also sometimes I don't feel Mexican enough, so it's nice to do manual labor every now and then. So well, let's see, am I rearranging this set? Yeah, I don't know. But maybe instead of like a VP of marketing somewhere, maybe I could have been one of those bilingual lawyers in LA, those successful ones with the billboards, like did you slip on a churro at Disneyland? Call me, te partiste la madre con un pinche churro de Disneyland, llámame, like that could have been fun. I don't know if any single digits available, call me or llámame uno. Anyways, but yeah. Let's see what I want to do. Basically the same set. So now that you know that I hablo español, I have a piece of Spanish trivia for you about the band Maroon 5. I bet you didn't know this. Did you know that the band Maroon 5 has a different name in Latin American countries? Did you know that? Yeah. When they tour around Latin America, Maroon 5 is known as Cinco Putos. And that's true because I saw it on Wikipedia when I put it there. What's that? Another band joke? Sure, how about this one? My favorite thing about the band Mumford & Sons is we know exactly who to blame. So anyways, so I mentioned that I went to college, not to brag, but you'll find out why I'm not bragging very soon enough. So by the time, growing up under the rule of La Chancla, by the time I got to college, I was so anxiety-riddled and exhausted that I ended up taking the easiest, most fallback default degree there is. Anyone care to guess what that is? Communications, that's right, yeah. I got smacked past potential scientist, potential doctor, potential lawyer, all the way over to liberal arts degree. So I majored in communications, a degree so disrespected that The Simpsons made fun of it while I was studying for my communication degree, and I ignored the warning. Just the fact that I'm a middle-aged man trying stand-up comedy means that I've ignored all the warnings. But in this episode of The Simpsons, called Faith Off, the kicker for Springfield University injures his leg in the big football rivalry game. And in the locker room, Dr. Julius Hibbert tries to comfort him, and he tells him, "Oh, I'm afraid you'll never play football again. At least you can fall back on your degree in communications." Oh, dear Lord, no. And the kicker goes, "Yes, I know he's a funny major. Lubchenko learned nothing." Well, about 25 years later, that joke is finally funny to me because it is said that comedy is tragedy plus time, and, enough time has passed, and the tragedy is a communication degree. But despite my anxiety and confidence issues, every now and then here in LA, a city that's designed to just shatter your ego and break you down, every now and then I do get to feel confident. And that's whenever I walk into a Mexican restaurant, a taqueria, and I overhear someone order something like a chicken quesadilla, chicken fajitas, a chimichanga, or something like that. By the way, it's a tragedy that the actor Eric Estrada and the singer Celia Cruz never teamed up for anything. They could have had a variety show called Chips and Salsa. All right, that one's on the house. But whenever I hear someone order something in that funky way and then it's my turn to order, I just cannot resist auditioning for telenovela, nobody shooting. Like all of a sudden, I just, my posture changes. ¿Qué tal? Preciosa. Doesn't matter who. It could be a dude. I don't care. Preciosa. Belleza. En este momento yo deseo 3 tacos de carne asada, 2 churros y una Fanta. Gracias, por favor. Muy amable. Buen provecho. Que Dios te bendiga. And then when I'm feeling extra confident, I'll throw in some bonus words like agujeta, crepúsculo, ferrocarril. And all that means is shoelace, twilight, railroad. So it's dumb. And also, I have this overall face and demeanor. So sometimes I'll order in fluent español, and then in return I'll get a, okay, so you want 3 tacos, hijo. Fine, Jose. I'll also have a side of that green whack-a-mole, whatever that is. Anyways, I know what that is, but really doesn't matter where or when, though, whenever I hablo español, because whenever I do, I go completely overboard and basically turn into one of those Latino reporters you see on the local news. Does anyone still watch the local news? If you do, just pay attention to any reporter whose last name ends in EZ, and there's a very good chance that reporter is going to take any and every opportunity to celebrate the rich cultural tapestry of the Spanish language. And that's how I hablo español, like a Latino reporter wrapping up a segment. Something like, police don't have any further information on the suspect. Reporting live from Rancho Santa Margarita. This is Gustavo Gutierrez. El mero más chingón, tú sabes, güey, for ABC 7 News. Back to you, Nancy. Thank you. My name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at billyramirez.com and on TikTok and Instagram at Middle Age Muchacho. Please welcome back to stage our comedy queen, Sunda Kronquist.
I look like some queen. Oh, Billy, you ate too much.
You ate too much?
I know what I want to tell you about something. What's the last joke?
The Latino reporter?
No. The salsa star Celia Cruz
Eric Estrada.
and the actor Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
You have to say salsa singer. Nobody knows who she is.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
But that's going to ruin, if I...
Then what's the fucking funny in it?
For the 3
Chips and
people
salsa?
For the 3 people that get it.
No, man. Okay, do what you want, Billy. Have fun.
As soon as the cameras were on.
I know, we're on. And that's the best way because let me tell you something. That's so funny. Because I told you I met her and she was so upset with me. She said in Spanish, they don't even let me eat. And I stood waiting for an autograph. I know. Could you open the door a little bit for some air? Just for some air. And then me and you got to talk. Because right now, where's Jesse? Oh, pfft. Listen, everyone wants to know this thing. Let's give it up for Jesse Fang.
Sorry, I did not know I was next. I did not know I was next.
That's
I'm sorry. All right, cool. All right. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I get it. Listen, I'm going through a breakup right now. Yeah, it's all right. Don't be sad. It was it's 2.5 years. She broke up with me through text message because she remembered how much I loved reading. Yeah, she remembered that and thought, so I better send him a novel electronically. And should I read it? I'll read it right now. All right, cool. All right, so she was real cold and corporate about it too. You know what I mean? Real cold and corporate about it. You know, she wrote, good morning, comma, enter, enter, tab, like it was MLA formatted with Chicago citations. Thank you for giving me the time and space to reflect on our relationship. As of right now, I believe it is best that I move forward by myself. I've enjoyed my time with you, but please come get your things by EOD. Come get your things by EOD. I do have a 4 o'clock. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns.
Whoa.
And I was like, did I just get fired from my relationship? Like, I swear, she fired me. She was just like, man, pick up your shit and go. Put your stuff in the box, and you're gone. You know, she thought of it, and I like to think of it, you know, like she thought about us sitting together face to face, talking about the 2.5 years of living with each other, moving in with each other, and experiencing life and saying goodbyes, and thought, this should have been an email. That's what she thought. No, it's fine, you know, it's good. You got to be careful about like who you talk about the breakup with too, you know, like, cause I try to talk with some of my homeboys, and you got to be careful which one you talk to, cause some of them will tell you the truth, and you don't want the truth. Not like 3 days later. Man, you want to be petty, right? Like, cause Ben will try to fix your problems instead of listening. So now I understand every woman. I understand every woman now. I think I'm a better man from this breakup. No, but I tried to talk with my friend about it, and you know, I was saying how she broke up with me through text. It sucks, and he was like, you know, that what she did wasn't right, and you deserve better. But what you got to understand is that people are flawed, and nobody's perfect. She did what was best for her. And one day, you're going to do what is best for you. So find in your heart to forgive her, because ultimately, the relationship that you had was a success. And I was like, why didn't you just call her a bitch? I mean, like, you call her a bitch, I call her a bitch. We both go get tacos. That's how I wanted this Thursday night to end. But no, you got to be the bigger person, man. Fuck that shit. She left her bike at my parents' house. Anybody need a bike? Anyway, no, it's fine. This is being live streamed. It's not a big deal to one person. It's us. We're watching it. Counts the account. No, but she was, there was some crucial life differences between the both of us. Like my ex, she was 7 years older than me. Yeah. Which made her a millennial and me a victim. And you know, sometimes I wonder, her background too is like kind of just way too different, like education-wise too. Like she grew up in central Pennsylvania. She was a white woman from central Pennsylvania. That's where they make them, actually. That's where they make them. There's a Build-A-Bear factory right there. They come out in a Nissan Altima, and good credit score. That's how she came out. But she did, and this is true. My ex, she did not know that China was a country. I repeat that. She did not know that China is a country, which is like not knowing that China is a country. That's insane. And I was telling her that my family immigrated here from China, and she was like, "Oh, isn't China a city?" And I was like, "No, it's a planet. It's very close to the sun, which is why my skin is yellow and my eyes are close together." Because it's very bright out there. My family immigrated here by asteroid and landed right on San Jose. That's where other members of my planet now live and drive up housing prices. That's what they're there for. And then she tried to ask me again. She was like, "Oh, I thought Asia was the country and China was the city." And I said, "No, Asia is the name of my R&B dance instructor. Do not compare it to a large mass of land. That is disrespectful." So now I've destroyed her understanding of geography, apparently more than the American education system ever did. But she would know certain facts about the United States, like history, that I didn't even know about. And it's crazy to think that that's what she focused on. Like, we were on a road trip coming down DC, and out of nowhere, she was like, "Oh, this is where the Battle of Fort Stevens was fought during the Civil War." I was like, "How the fuck do you not know that? How the fuck do you know that, but won't be able to point where China is on a globe?" Like read a globe before a textbook. Like, I think at this point. So I was pissed. I was like, "Are you serious? Like, you actually know what this is and not where China is?" And she was like, No, I just read the sign on the exit. That's where it is." It's like, okay, that's fair. Hey, come on in. I said that like I'm the proctor. Okay. I'm not an alcoholic. I just want to tell you guys, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not. Which is something an alcoholic would say, but I'm not an alcoholic. I'm actually allergic. I've never enjoyed drinking alcohol in my entire life. Like, I'm actually like allergic to it. And I know I'm allergic to it because growing up, I would watch my mom drink. And every time she took a sip, I would see these rashes form on my arm where she hit me. And that's when I knew that my body could not handle Jack Daniels. Because that was the name of my stepdad. But I actually stopped drinking for 2 years to help my ex stay sober. Yeah, I did. And it wasn't that I never enjoyed it. I never had a good time with it. I'm not saying that to make myself look good or anything. I genuinely just hated seeing her drunk more than I wanted to drink. Like, after too many arguments outside of Applebee's, they're just like, let's find the bottom to these bottomless mimosas, you know? Like, I'm tired of this. But recently I was out with some friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and I was telling them about the breakup, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, let me get your first shot." I was like, "Oh, I've actually stopped drinking for 2 years for my ex-girlfriend." And then another friend was like, "Oh, maybe don't give him that shot. Maybe don't do." And I was like, "Oh no, it's not like that. I'm not an alcoholic."
Oh.
And now he's like, "No, it's probably best you don't. That's a long time you haven't drank." And I was like, now I'm like doubting myself. I'm like, am I an alcoholic? Like, do I have a problem that I don't know about that these people now know about? So now it's more about keeping the streak than it is about not being an alcoholic. So anyway, I'm going to take a drink after this, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Thank you.
Where can we find you on social media?
Jesse Fang Comedy. That's where you can find me.
Platforms?
Yeah, basically. Yep.
All right. Thank you, Jesse. Oh, Jesse, you're the best. Thank you. You're the best. You're the best. I got to put you up next because she has an allergy and there's something in there. So I'm going to put you up next. Did you pay already?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
And I can now.
Okay.
You mind if the bills are wet?
You are so funny. I swear I saw you on television the other day. In a show.
Hey, I come up, Jay Leno uses some of my stuff. I'm telling you, I killed him a few times. They had the opening for Jay Leno, and I killed him. And the guy was so pissed at me.
I believe you. I believe you. So are you gonna do your bit now?
I don't know how much of a bit I can do, but I can definitely try. What I do?
Because you know what I gotta do? I gotta move this out of here so she doesn't sneeze. So I want you to do a bit for us so I can escort you with this. Because she has an allergy.
Oh, this is
Don't
an
worry.
allergy?
Yeah, don't worry about it. But anyway, guys, this is JR, and he's got a few words for us. JR, you got a few words for us? Hello.
I guess I have a few, a little bit different this time. I found it rather than me standing up and coming up with new shtick, one of the better things would be to have like an ad lib with one of the performers. And when he was talking about he was an alcoholic Japanese guy, you know what gets me? No, he's a Chinese guy. That's the whole problem. Japanese drink sake. What the hell did China bring to the world of alcoholics? I mean, what's the Chinese drink? Anybody know? I don't.
Chinese whiskey, green tea.
Green tea. No, that's Irish.
Ah, you got me on that one.
Yes, Colleen.
Maureen.
Sorry about that. Anyhow, so that's, by the way, I'm so glad. I thought this was Thursday today instead of Wednesday. I just almost missed the class.
Lucky you. Lucky you. Well, now you
And
know.
you almost got lucky. Maybe I actually might have not shown up.
You see that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to bring to the stage the woman that makes this place tick, and I'm going to escort you, and we're going to have, because might have a gig for you. We got to see. But I'm going to bring to the stage your comedy concierge. She's the one that makes this place happen. And by the way, shout out to Billy Ramirez. Thank you for your artwork when you put out our stuff, and also where is she? Jennifer Flores. Yes, the new Jenny Flowers, baby. She's our social media manager, and your comedy concierge for tonight, Samantha Linderman.
Thank you so much, Sunda. Keep it going for Sunda Kronquist, the LA School of Comedy, and Uncomfortable Situations with Dr. Goldenberg. No, I'm kidding. He was the cantor at my parents' wedding. It's true, obviously. That's a crazy thing to lie about, too.
That's
He was
crazy.
the cantor at my parents' wedding. And he broke HIPAA to try and get me to date this other Jewish kid in the neighborhood. He was like, he's my patient too. And he's going to your summer camp. And he gives BDE. And I was like, Dr. Goldenberg, how do you know what BDE is? And he was like, best dentist ever. No, I'm kidding. I just came up with that right now. This is my favorite part of comedy because you never know what's going to happen like at a club. You never know what's going to happen at an open mic. So like everything prepares you for everything. I work with kids, so I have a higher smell tolerance than you guys. I'm so, like you don't understand. Like you don't understand the things I deal with at work. You don't understand. There's this kid. He was laughing, and then his face fell, and he goes, "This is my serious face. Smell my fingers." And I was like, I'm good, like, it's okay, go to the bathroom. Like, he was like doing like the pee-pee dance and then telling me to smell his fingers. I'm like, go to the bathroom, wash your hands, whatever. I'm talking to another kid, I'm bent down. He jumps on my back and sticks his fingers under my nose. Thank God that it only smelled like string cheese. Like, thank God. It could have been a million times worse. Because they love to eat stuff from the ground. I mean, we know that. Anybody have kids? Fuck them, no. Okay, yes. I want to have kids too. One time my grandma was always trying to get on me to she never actually was on me to meet a man, which I kind of took offense to. I feel like everybody else, she was like, when are you gonna find a husband? And with me, it was just like, are you okay? Are you still in school? Is your hair gonna grow back soon? I shaved my head and I scared my whole family in 2020. And you would never know, right? Like my hair's so long, but it was really fun. I did everything that everybody did in 2020 I was doing, but all at once. Does anybody miss it? No? Sometimes I miss it. I miss the insideness. I miss just I miss it. So I feel like I have to do this bit about men because I'm just collecting too many little stories and I just want to put them all together. And I'm going to just rapid fire them at you. And whatever sticks, like a noodle, we'll see. Is it al fresco or is it get the fuck out of? Went on a date with this guy. Things got PG-13. Actually, not PG-13. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Depends on the camera angle. PG-13. He texts me 18 hours later. I think I got your scratchy throat. The fuck does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, I told him I was sick, I'm not feeling well, and like we still hung out. Is that like a pickup line? Like, you got me ill, I love you? You're telling me that I make you sick. What does that make me want to do to your dick? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, why are you telling me this? Like, why are you telling me this? I'm not sick right now, I saw Chapel Roan, but that's one thing. There was this guy, we hung out. It was very mid. He didn't let me vape in his room. He was about this tall. A Nicholas that didn't let me call him Nick. We did have sex. And afterwards, he Snapchatted me. He was like, I just wanted you to know, like, it's not you. I have ED. And I'm thinking, like, is it the shaved head? Like, what's making him tell me about his eating disorder? Hand to God! I was like, I never asked you to get dinner. I don't know what's happening. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he meant erectile dysfunction. But my bar was so low, I didn't notice. That's the crazy part, too. How did I not notice the dysfunction? I was like, oh, 20 seconds. The Uber wasn't that expensive. You know what I mean? I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't know it was dysfunctional. I didn't know it was dysfunctional. There was this guy, I told this guy, I was like, I've never been with anybody who was not circumcised. He was like, I'm not circumcised. I never noticed. Is anybody really staring at it? I don't know. You guys don't want to talk about it, it's okay. You can't really talk, I guess it's me on stage, don't worry about it. There's this guy, I get there. There's something about, I don't know, everybody's different, but like, you know, I get there and I'm like, let's watch a movie, like whatever, music, something, so it's not just like the awkward, like ASMR, like walking, like whatever, the dog's barking, whatever. Welcome in. Oh, good to see you. Sit wherever. Perfect timing.
What's that?
What's that? Those are keys.
Somebody sitting there?
No, I think that actually might be his key. I think that might be his keys.
Can I sit there?
You can sit there, but we should find the owner of these keys. Okay.
I'm sitting here, I'm sorry.
So I go to this guy's house to have sex.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
No, why doesn't Norm? Why can't he pick me up at my house? Hey, why can't he pick me up at my house?
How much?
Why does that make sense? Why does that make sense? Makes no sense to me. None. And he's like, okay, like whatever. He puts on a video of psychedelic trippy visuals and starts playing SZA radio on his speaker. He doesn't have YouTube Premium. Ads are showing up. And clearly I'm not visually stimulating enough that psychedelic visuals have to be on the background. And he had to get up in the middle and change it to skip the ad. I'm like, this is getting really freaking weird, dude. Like, I feel like I'm in TikTok right now. Like, I feel like I'm, like, there's no, and then Espresso was playing, and I was like, oh my God. Like, just imagine, no, I'm sorry, like, just imagine, like, blue, red, think about me every night, oh, and it's like, yes, let's have, I love it. I'm having the best time of my life. And the thing is, he ghosted me. I'm the problem. My mom tells me all the time, she's like, why do you call them? I'm like, no, I don't call them. I don't call. One time, well, no, I don't call. There's one guy I call, you know, at 3 a.m. once a month, but I don't call him. But I get it all out on that one guy, and he doesn't live here. Okay, listen, I love you guys. What a freaking crazy night. So funny. The night's just begun. There's a new wind, there's a new air in the room. And you know what, though? We all are different. We don't know. Right. And at the same time, it was handled beautifully. And this is a space for everybody, and I love it to death. I'm on Instagram at SamLikeTBH. Should I bring him up?
Yes.
Bring them out.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta bring up Flores.
This next performer is game-changing to the world, to LA School of Comedy, and to me. Put your hands together for the one and only Jennifer, everybody!
Jennifer Flores. Huepa. Woo.
Hey guys, my name's Jen. That's fine, just walk out. And that's what I tend to do when I join the room. Men tend to leave. I'm used to it. You know, actually, I really wasn't planning on coming up today, but luckily, I'm always inspired by here. So I wrote some new stuff today. Yeah. So Sunda mentioned being in a hospital in New York. And I can relate to that because one time I was actually committed to a hospital in New York, Jamaica Hospital. Shout out to you.
Oh my God.
Yes. So actually, 19th birthday, you know, shit happens, man. I was really sad. I just wake up the next day in the hospital like, oh, okay, tried to off myself. That's fine. But what they didn't tell me was, you know, I'm thinking in my head like, okay, I got the grip socks on. I'm going to go into this retreat, this oasis. No, I'm in the psych ward hospital. There's people getting wheeled in with like cuffs shackled to the bed. I'm sitting down next to this girl because, mind you, I was drunk out of my mind when I was taken to the hospital. So I'm coming to, looking to the left of me, to the right of me. There's this girl sitting there looking like The Grudge, hair down. She's got like big ass cuts. She's talking to herself. I'm like, I want to go. I'm talking to the doctor. I'm like, Doc, like, I don't belong here. Like, I was just really sad. I was drunk. He's like, if I see you in my office again, I promise you I'll send you up there. I was like, okay. Yeah, I really felt like I was like locked up, guys. Like, this is my first 48, except like I'm in the hospital. I'm going to go pee, and then I'm coming out to seeing like a guy like heavily guarded, shackled to the bed. So that wasn't traumatic at all. Like, that didn't make me want to kill myself even more. But, you know, fun. I'm here now. Like, you know?
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yes, yes. I feel like when you go to the psych ward and you go to the hospital, if you ever want to feel less crazy, just go there. I was like, wait, I'm not depressed. I'm really not depressed. I'm really not going through shit. Like, actually, you guys need to focus on them. Like, like, it's not me. Like, I could be staff at this point. Like, do you need me to help check people in? Like, I'm that good. Like, I'm not depressed. Actually, what is mental illness? That's not me. Like, clearly. So yeah, if you ever feel a little nuts, like, just go there. Billy talks about, you know, being a communications major, and I know a lot about that because I am a communications major. Yes, me. A little bit different story though is when I got into college, I actually got in for biology. So I was like this close to not being a fuck up. I just kind of chose to. Like, I was like, you know, like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to do this with my life, actually. But honestly, I love it. I really do love it. And I really do love my experience in New York. I went to school there. I went to the hospital there. Like, I went to school at St. John's. Okay. Yeah, you know Catholic schools, guys. It's a fun time. If you want to have a great fun time, go to a Catholic school. But New York, I will recommend it for anybody who has anxiety, introverted. You feel like people stare at you too much. Maybe you're schizo. Like, you think people are out to get you. Just go to New York. I swear to God. Nobody's paying attention to you there. I've had some of my most embarrassing moments happen there. And I can honestly just say I'll do it over again because nobody cares. Nobody cares. I'm like waking up. It's like freaking 6 a.m. It's cold as hell. You don't want to go to work even more because it's like fucking winter. I walk to the bus because, yeah, guys, I don't have a car out there. Walk into the bus. Great, I make it. But, you know, the bus just pulls off. I don't know about you guys, like taking the metro in LA. No, that bus, you're on, it zooms right on. So I'm walking to my seat, my boot, like, gets stuck on my cuff. Whoop, slip on my side. Because, mind you, it was snowing outside, wet shoes. All you hear is a whoop. And I'm like, yeah, yeah, that happened to me. I'm sitting down, no earphones on. I didn't have my earphones. So I'm just like, okay, got to go to work now. Who cares? That same day, I'm leaving work. I worked in Corona. If you guys don't know what Corona is, it's in Queens, super packed, like super packed. So I'm like literally basically sprinting from work because I want to catch this train. If I don't catch this train, next train's coming in 20 minutes. I don't have time. No. I'm running up the stairs. Same thing. I think it's just because I'm short. I wear a lot of long pants because what happens again, I trip. My God. Trip on the last step, catch myself. I look. The fucking train doors decide that one day, we're not going to close. We're actually going to wait. So all the people are just looking at me like this. And I have to go in again. No earphones. So yeah, I recommend it for anybody. That's all I really have for today, guys. But my name is Jen. I do run social media in the AV at the Comedy Club. You can find me on Instagram at Divine World, DIVINEE World. Thank you, Sunda. And thank you guys for this lovely opportunity. Have a good night.
You are so good. You so good, baby. I thought you was Dominican. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. This was just so crazy what happened here tonight. I hope that I was able to. If you guys that are watching don't know, that we have a guy that comes here who's like 92 or 90. Hi. And he actually was an actor. But he smelled terrible. Oh my God, listen, you hear what she said? She said, that was the smell? Did you think it was me?
I just knew when he left it was gone.
Oh.
So I was relieved.
There's a hot redhead in the house tonight. Yeah, talking, tell the truth. Telling it like it is, but you know what? I'm trying to respect people. You know, shit happens to people, so I try to be nice to people. Oh, no, I'm not.
You were.
I was nice about it, right?
Yes, you were.
Really nice.
He was at the hospital and they took his clothes. So he has no clothes, and I said, you are hoarding and don't ever come here. Did you hear me yell at him? I go, look at your car. Take that out. And he goes, you're not going to believe why I do this. This way, people don't want to come up to my car because he must live in it. That's what's going on right now. And so we also have another one that's going to come by. Her name, listen, I don't know her. Casimir. Her name is Casimir. She's going to come here. She'll say, hello, everyone. My name is Casimir. It's such a pleasure to meet you. And then she's going to just leave. She used to be a doctor at UCLA. She's the one that walks with the suitcase. So it's a lot of mental illness, but if it wasn't for comedy, all the mentally freaking ill clubs would be, not the clubs, the mental institutions would be sold out. Because where else can a comedian go to let it go? So let me tell you, I've been doing this for a really long time, but this isn't about me. It's about the people that I'm able to bring life to. And I met this gentleman when I was doing group classes, those long, long nights, and I have changed that. I can't do that. I can't do that no more. My heart broke. But don't break my heart. Let's give it up for the one and only. Let's call you Silvestri. One name. Come on, Georgie. 10 minutes sets. Oh, you got the lights.
How you guys doing today? Before we get started, I want to ask a question. A friend of mine wanted me to ask a question. He wants to know, if you have a child and it gets kidnapped, do you still owe child support? He has got a few bills. He has a few bills he has to pay. He wants to pay off that Carnival cruise and get a few credit cards down. And not that he wants the kid gone for long. But if anybody knows a good kidnapper, you let me know. Yeah. You know, it's getting close to Halloween. So I guess it's time for me to get some apples and razor blades. It's getting close. It's getting close. On the way up here, I almost was late for the class. I was driving down Santa Monica, and I seen an albino midget. And I don't know if you guys ever seen an albino midget, but I got out my car and I grabbed him. And I said, you may be worth some money. You may be worth some money. So I got him in my car right now. So if anybody want to see him after the show, you give me $1 and I'll let you poke him with a stick. I had a dream last night that it was a weird dream. It was about reincarnation. And in this reincarnation, everybody was all in the room, and they were like mailbox slots. And everybody picked out what they're going to be in the next life. Like you were a billionaire, she was a CEO of a company. And when I got my slot, it said chicken. I'm thinking, I don't want to be no fucking chicken in my next life. So I'm walking around this whole place, seeing who wants to switch with me. So I'm going around asking everybody, but nobody wants to switch. But there was one guy who didn't mind switching with me. And his said, citizen of North Korea. And I was like, I think I'm going to stick with this chicken. I think I'm going to stick with this chicken. I said, there's a lot of holidays down there back on Earth. And Juneteenth is coming up. And I'll be back up here soon. and maybe I'll get me another better pick. Now, I am a mailman for the United States Postal Service. And there's a lot of things that happen at the post office. And I actually like going to work because going to work is the only time I get a chance to use 2-ply toilet paper. Only time I get a chance to use it. So, and even the bathrooms are great at work, especially those handicap bathrooms. They're just spacious. And I used to date this girl named Paraplegia. She was in a wheelchair. She used to let me use her wheelchair to go in the bathroom so I can get the full experience. And I loved it. Also on my job, there's always somebody trying to give the mailman a gift or some food. There's a lady on my route would always give me a plate of food every day, and I never ate it. I always throw it away. I was trying to be nice to her. But one day I gave it to my coworker. So the next day I come to work and I see him. I was like, oh, she wasn't trying to kill me. So there's a lot of things happening at the post office. There's this one lady, I'm giving her a package one day. And when I see her at the door, she's extra happy. I give her the package. And she's like, I am glad you came because these are my grandmother's ashes. And I was like, well, if somebody would have told me that, I would have took the carpool. I'd have got there a lot faster. But it's crazy working at the post office, and I love it. So you guys, when Christmas times comes up, you guys please give your mailman a tip. Please give your mailman a tip. I had this one lady, I seen her on Christmas, and she said, well, Merry Christmas, and she gave me $5. And I said, all right, thank you, I appreciate it. So I walked away, and before I left, I turned around to her and I asked her a question. I said, do you still get your insulin in the mail? She said, yeah. It'd be a shame if something ever happened to it. Maybe that time when your sugar's up or is down and you need your fix. And for some reason, she gave me $100. For some reason, she gave me $100. Now, I'm a 53-year-old single man. And everybody wants to know, well, how come you don't have any children? And I think it's because I only date women who have their tubes tied, hysterectomy, or IUD. Yeah, that will do it. But I want everything to be right when I date somebody. I want it to go together. I want it to be like peanut butter and jelly. I want it to be like blacks and soul food, Hispanics and salsa. I want it to be like UCLA and Asians. I want everything to fit. Speaking of Asians, there's an Asian woman at my job, and one day we were leaving work at the same time. And her husband was picking her up. And they had the family dog in the front. And she got a big old smile on her face. And she's like, oh, you brought snacks. And I was thinking, I sure hope that's that dog's name. I sure hope that's that dog's name. But there's 3 things I've done that's different for me this year. I've got a dog. I adopted a kid. And I took a drink for the first time. Now, nobody told me it was so expensive to keep a dog. The grooming, the feeding, everything. Nobody told me it was so expensive. So one day my dog gets sick. So I take him to the vet, and the vet tells me the dog's leg has cancer, and they're going to have to amputate it. So I did the responsible thing. I took the dog to a park where a lot of white women hang out at. I said, you gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. One of these women are gonna grab you up. And let me get this collar off you. This is for 4-legged dogs. You gonna be all right. And I also adopted a kid this year.
Oh, God.
I went to the orphanage, and the only kid they had left was an Indian kid. So I was like, all right, I can roll with this. He's dark. So I wanted to keep him in his culture. So I entered him in spelling bees. But this kid couldn't spell shit. And I'm glad I kept the receipt on him. I took him back to the orphanage and said, I think this one's broke. I think this one's broke. I also took a drink for the first time this year. I've never taken a drink. I was walking in Santa Monica. I went to one of the farmers markets. And the guy at the farmers market, he was telling me, oh, come down, take a drink, take a drink. I want you to try this. I'm like, nah, I don't drink. He's like, look, I'm telling you, this is one of the best things you can get. So he was telling me about where the drinks were made, how the wine was made, how old the wine is. And what got me was, he said, one of the vines the wine come from are over 400 years old. I was like, okay, well, let me try this. So when I drank it, I knew he wasn't lying because I could taste the slavery in it. Every time I took a sip, a whip appeared across my back. I wanted to stop, but it was so good. It was so good. So I kept on getting it. All right, everybody, my name is George Silvestri. You can find me on Instagram on Silvestri George 72. And I appreciate everybody.
Thank you. Can you spell Silvestri for us?
Silvestri is Sylvestre George 72.
There you go. Thank you, Silvestri. I love you. I'll put it back in the mic stand. Remember? I love you. You are so crazy. You know that, right? Oh my God. Can I tell you, he was so funny. I gotta tell you something. I had a friend that was a postman who was getting high and brought the mail to my house because he was paranoid. In a mail bag. It said U.S. Postal. And he was high on coke and he was paranoid. He's like, I've got to leave this mail with you. And I was like, you can't leave this with me, Norm. And I stole all the Gain detergent out of it. His name was Norm. I say, Norm, is that you? Because there was a movie, remember? Norm, is that you? And my mother said to me, my mother came in, she goes, what are you doing? She goes, what the hell are you doing with this shit? She goes, this is, my mother's married to the mob. It's a whole other life you don't even know about. She goes, this is government. You're going to serve time for this, she says to me. I don't know who you're with this time, but this is not no ordinary gangster. And I was like, Mom, he's from Seton Hall. We graduated together. Now he's... Anyway, she said, you tell me to get this shit out of here. But I got paranoid like the people would know I took their Gain detergent. Isn't that terrible? I took the samples. What are you going to do? You had to see how little he was. He was so tiny. And that bag is heavy. You have to tip them. They will mess with your Social Security check. I heard that. So now, Norm, which one are we bringing up first? All right, so Norm, is that you? Let's bring him up. Come on, Norm.
I'm so honored to be here. And as I've said before many times, this is my favorite venue. The Los Angeles School of Comedy. And why is it my favorite venue? It's my favorite venue because no one else will let me on the stage. No one else will let me on the stage. But truthfully, the people here are great. The videos they make are wonderful, and the booing is limited. The booing is limited. Okay, let's get serious, folks. Now, I've been authorized by the Los Angeles School of Comedy to ask you questions and award bonus points to anyone who gets those questions right. Cash them in after the show. Good luck on that, okay? My first question, what has Elon Musk done for the poor? And you can't answer this if you know the answer. He's made them poorer. He's made them poorer. What does Elon Musk need more money for? Earplugs? Airplanes, no. He needs more money for absolutely nothing. He needs more money for absolutely nothing. Okay. This is a tricky one. Listen carefully. If we had a cage match between Bernie Sanders and Marjorie Taylor Greene, what would happen? Ha, ha, ha. That's what would happen. Ha, ha, ha. This is my vision of what would happen. Okay, folks. The referee would call the combatants to meet in the center of the ring. Okay. Bernie would come forward. He would say, Marjorie, it's so wonderful to see you. Let's not fight. Let's make peace. He would say, let's make love. Marjorie would stare at him in the face. She would grab him by the gloves. She would hurl him around once. She would hurl him around again. She would hurl him around the third time and release. Bernie would head through the ceiling of the auditorium into outer space. That's my vision of what would happen there. Okay. Have any of you done a good deed in the last 5 years that has been punished?
All the time.
All the time. Name one, ma'am.
Helping a lady cross the street because she dropped her wallet. She said, she took my wallet.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. Anybody lend a friend money?
A little bit.
She's done a lot of the good deeds. What happened, ma'am?
Absolutely.
Absolutely nothing. But see, your recollection of that, I want to expand on your recollection if you don't mind. Can I do that?
Good luck
Okay.
with that.
Oh, well, I will do that. Just relax. Just relax. Let me go. Let me tell you what happened. Okay. So this is what happened. You had a friend, okay, who came to you, and she asked you for a loan. Let's make it $5,000. Okay. And you're a really good person, aren't you, ma'am?
On occasion.
And you said you got a big heart. You said, sure. Let's call her Cheryl. Okay. Cheryl, sure. Here's the $5,000. Okay. And you invited Cheryl out to dinner. Okay. And you introduced Cheryl to your husband. Okay. And then you went on a business trip by yourself. Okay. And what happened? I'll tell you what happened. You don't have to say anything. Okay. I'll tell you what happened. Cheryl said, Sunda's a husband is alone. Let me take him out to dinner. So she used some of your $5,000, and she invited your husband out to dinner. Why not? She's your friend, right? Paying back the good deed that you did to her, right? Okay. And then what happened? They had a good time. She said, you know what? The poor guy, he's all by himself. She abandoned him. We'll go on a trip together. So she spent another $1,200 or $1,300 of your money taking your husband on a trip. Okay? And then what happened? Okay. She hired an attorney for your husband. What kind of attorney?
Divorce.
Exactly, bonus points, a divorce attorney. And then what happened? She spent the rest of the money on her marriage ceremony to your husband. Okay, so that's what happened, ma'am. Okay. Let me move on here. Have any of you ever had an unpleasant breakup with a sexual partner?
Yeah. Every time.
Was that Sam in the background? Sam Wham, thank you, ma'am. Letterman. Was that her? You had an unpleasant breakup. What happened? Who left who?
Broke up.
That's all? Was your heart broken?
Sure.
It was broken, so she left you, or was it a he? Was it a he or a she or whatever? Or your dog left you? What left you? It was your dog.
It was my dog.
What
He
happened?
was a sexual partner and I was my dog.
Well, I don't know, but
I'm confused.
was it hurtful?
Yeah.
It was hurtful. Okay. Did she? Well, I'm.
He
Okay. Did he cheat on you?
couldn't if he tried.
He couldn't.
If he
That's
tried.
that's funny. That's funny.
If he wanted.
That's funny. Did anybody else here have an unpleasant breakup with a sexual partner? Oh, this lady here. What happened, ma'am? That's what happened. That sounds bad. That sounds bad. Did he cheat on you, ma'am? Of course he cheated on her. Oh no, he stole from you too. What did he not do to you? Did he like did you leave you like unable to move or something or? There you go. Okay. I'm going to move on. How many of you have had the thought of inflicting physical harm on another human being? You said yes. Wait a minute. The last time I was here and I asked you that same question, ma'am, you said no.
A lot's happened since then.
A lot. You had a chance to recollect, refresh your memory.
Yes.
What did you think of doing to that person?
Those are my private thoughts.
Oh, I see. Okay, you don't want to be arrested right away. How about you, ma'am? No, you said you've never wanted to harm another person? Seriously? What's wrong with you, ma'am? Look at me.
No, but
Is there something?
I have.
Oh, you have harmed someone, but you didn't think of harming them. It just happened. What?
She put her hands on me.
She put her hands on you.
She did.
And what happened to her?
Well,
Body slam? Oh my God, the light is on already? That's impossible. That's impossible. There's something going on here. And that was Sam. That was Sam. Okay, I want to thank. This is incredible.
You're not finished.
Well, I am finished. I am finished. I'm effectively finished. Okay, I want to thank.
by the light.
I planned on using my last time to thank the phenomenal comedians in the audience. I would first like to thank, and I don't mind if I call you this, Sam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Letterman. Okay. I would like to thank the beautiful, the talented, the woman with a big heart, fun in the sun, duh. Kroonquist, Thunder Kroonquist, the owner of the Los Angeles School of Comedy. Okay. I would like to thank Marianne again.
Again?
Arriaga. It's her birthday, by the way. And she sent me a joke which I've forgotten. So I'm sorry. You can if you want to get up for like 30 seconds and tell me your joke. It was something like I'll be the girl without the underwear. I'll be the girl without the underwear. Was that your joke? I'll see you there. I'll be the girl without the underwear. That was your joke. And then finally, last but not least, I want to thank Jammy. Whammy, Bammy. See you later, Mammy. Caro. Jammy, Whammy, Bammy, see you later. Mammy, Caro, thank you. And I'm Norm Zeta. And you can think of me as Pay You Later Zeta. Pay You Later Zeta. Thank you.
You forgot one.
What?
Look, the girl in the back.
What? I have no joke about her. What am I? Oh, she's not a comedian yet. She is actually pretty funny.
She's funny.
But what am I supposed to? What would you like me to say about her?
I'll take it. I got it.
She's gonna take it. She's gonna take it.
I'm gonna take
She'll
it.
take it from here.
Never hand the mic. You gotta put the mic in the stand.
So you gotta put the mic in the stand.
You know why? Ooh. You need a lesson.
I need a spanking.
You need a lesson. No, you can't afford my spankings.
Oh, okay.
Listen, guys, because that guy was here. Not you, the other guy. But I was gonna say, when you take out the microphone, you really want it clean for your audio.
Okay.
You really want to be able to slip that out so clean. You got to be so tight with that.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you Jews can't whisper? Did I tell you that? Jews can't whisper.
Did you ever tell
It's
me
true.
no?
I met my mother-in-law for the first time. She said, "Oh, have a seat. Come in. Elliot, put my pocketbook away." Can't whisper. My sister-in-law said, "Oh, my God, a gay man I could live with. But this? She's got light eyes and light hair. What kind of a black person is she?" I said, "A black person who can hear." I hear white people. So what we do here is a very special thing, and what we are doing soon, on November 5th, it's my birthday, and I'm going to do a fundraiser. It's going to be like a fun ha-ha raiser, and we have a nonprofit. I think that we have to have used it for 2 years straight, but I'm going to do a fundraiser somehow, some way. And we're going to keep this place open because we got to get them out of here so we get a bigger club and get a liquor license. Ooh, nice. Am I wrong?
No.
Well, who's buying this shit next door? Nobody's buying anything.
Arson? Friendly arson?
No, I've already been through. Oh, my God, you want to hear friendly arson? I just say it. They're dead. I'm with my in-laws for dinner, and there's a hat store, and this is in Borough Park in Brooklyn. And there's flames coming. I go, "Oh, my God." I go, "My mother-in-law." I go, "Ruthie." I go, "The store's on fire." She goes, "Mind your business." Black people see fire. We help! Help! Fire! Fire! She said, "Mind your business." It's crazy. Black and white is just very different. White people see a roach, you're like, "Oh, my goodness, a cricket." Black people are like, that's a roach. A roach. You ever see the white one? White roach. Yes. Oh, wow. It's the queen. Not many people have seen a white roach. Can I tell you something? I saw it. I screamed so loud that I know that those little machines work and make them fall down. So we have a lot of things going on. We are putting together something because of so many things that are going on with people who don't have food, people who want to enjoy themselves that are hungry, like that guy that was here. He's hungry. He wanted to be entertained, but I said to him, you can't smell like this and come in here. You're very funny. He's very funny.
He's really funny.
I've seen him on a TV show. He could be a Nazi. We don't know.
Oh, he was Jewish. Well,
I don't know. I don't think he's Jewish. No, he can't be both, but I don't know. But he's very German. But he's very, very funny. He's German. Italian, I know. If they're an Italian walk out with no fucking bro cream and gel in their hair? Oh, my God. And Trump was upset about his picture. Let it happen to an Italian. Let it happen to Mike Marino. He'll come back with 2 guys from Jersey with baseball bats, because baseball bats are legal. There's people who want to do podcasts. They don't know how to begin. They don't know how to do it. This is the place to come to for that. You're going to say, everybody and their mother has a podcast. True. So what's yours? When you try to direct people. When you guys that are out there trying to do comedy, you're watching, and I said I was going to bring this up. I have a social media manager here now. That's what Jennifer Flores is doing. She's starting her own company. And what you've got to do is manage your social media so that it kicks back to your website. That's where you want people. Everybody's talking about, oh, this one's got this follower, that follower. You got to go to your website for your merch, for all that stuff. Now, everything I'm telling you, I don't have done. But it doesn't mean I don't know what has to be done. So that's what I do here. I teach comedy, and I teach you the business of comedy. I just have little things happen along the way, that's all. Whether it's an Uber accident, falling on the street with Samantha, going to breakfast with Samantha's mother and coming back with stuff from a Goodwill. I have no idea why we came back with 3 pairs of hiking boots. I don't hike. I'm from New Jersey, and we will be in a car. What were you doing in Jamaica Hospital? I smuggled a carton of cigarettes in there to my friend who was on an oxygen machine. A carton, not a pack, a carton. I smuggled a carton of cigarettes into a Jamaica Hospital, and it has a nice font. It says Jamaica Hospital Lunatics. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you're never going to know until you take it from the page to the stage. He's obviously encouraging you, so why don't you just come up and say your name and introduce yourself. Let's do it. Come on. What's your name? What's your name? All right, guys. We're going to get a nook of a little brook. Here we go. Okay, now watch what you're going to do. All right. You always make sure that. Give it up for Brooke.
Hi. So, I just have one joke. So I'll make it short and sweet. But essentially, it goes like, I have larger breasts, so I like to make this joke about what do me and my larger breasts have in common with a Tesla. Well, there's 3 things. People love to stare. Everybody has an opinion. And they're expensive to maintain. So, this is my joke. Hopefully next time I'm up here I have some more funny stuff, but yeah.
Yes. If people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know. But you take a class, and we're going up. Who's going up? Janet, you're going up tonight. Come on, mamita. Come to the Janet. Come on, show them, mamita. Let's do this. It's the last one.
All right, so I actually have been putting my jokes together in a note because my memory is like, I actually have a lot of people in my mind rent free. So, you don't mind if I read this? I've been really working on it. So, okay, let me start. I have a lot, actually. We'll see if I get through it.
Remember, you on your phone, we want to go on our phone.
Oh, no.
You know 'cause you wrote.
No, I don't. Okay.
Do it.
Okay, so Satnaman, hello. My name is Jamila Caro, also known as Epiphany Speaks. I'm actually a mystic and comedian. We'll see. So basically, like, I feel everything. Like, I feel everything. And I laugh and cry so hard that I don't have to reincarnate again. Who was talking about the reincarnation? I think it's called transmuting. I don't know. Basically, emotionally gutting yourself to the core until you don't feel a thing. That's how the Buddha did it, right? Let's see. I've already put the Galactic Council on notice. Like, they're not going to judge me for this shit. Okay? I'm just going to do a quick check-in review to those moments with my twin flame and my favorite friends and family. And I'm going straight back home to God. Never to return again. La 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 la. Let's see. Yeah, aside from becoming an actual heart surgeon, I'm done. I've done all I can do here. Like, mission complete. And like, I'm gonna like let go of the controller. Yeah, apparently I'm a spiritual being having a human breakdown every single day, that I have to bear witness to the disease we call politics. Many vampires. Anyways. I'm actually detoxing right now from the heights of the genocide in Gaza. Really sad. Sudan, Ethiopia, Myanmar, just to name a few. Yeah. I'm still trying to like wrap my head around the whole genocide happens for you, not to you. Like some spiritualists like to tout. I don't know if you've heard of that. Like, all the bad things that happen in life happen for you, not to you. But it doesn't look like they chose that, like, at all. Like, when they say, oh, it's their karma, it's like, are you sure? Because, let me see. Okay, so I'm a reformed light worker, and I'm becoming a shadow intern. I don't know if you've heard of shadow work. Basically looking at all the ugly stuff, even in yourself, that, doesn't. So, yeah, so I'm moonlighting as a lesson in boundaries, my own boundaries. Maybe there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm just such a lover in a world full of depraved, soulless beings. It's a gig where H&R stands for healing and reincarnation. It's thankless and unpaid work, but the Enlightenment Plan has dental. Just keep smiling. Just keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. My nervous system is now turned into a nonprofit. I'm always accepting donations. Because like, I'm severely hug deprived, if you can't tell. I'm malnourished when it comes to the daily dose of recommended. I'm malnourished when it comes to the daily recommended dose of hugs. Yes, I am hug deprived. No, I don't want a hug from you. I don't know you. Like people with the free hug signs. Like, what are you doing? Are you sure you want to do that? Like, you don't have to do that. There's a better way. Giving out and taking in free hugs, all free, willy-nilly. Guys wear cologne. I can't. It just like leaves it on you. Yeah, PSA, just leave out the cologne, guys. But these days I'm done with emotional charity work. If you can't afford the feels, you cannot afford me. I don't know what this avoidant thing is all about. I think we finally named it after centuries of collecting data. Let's see. Okay, so dating as a mystic is like trying to download love on dial-up. interested parties are like, I'm manifesting you. I'm like, you've had my number for 5 years and we've already told each other I love you. So that's personal. So yeah, I need like a man with a plan. Like God's plan sounds pretty good these days. I need a man with strategies, tactics, some sort of covert and clever characteristics to keep my mind out of the gutter. Although many men love it when you got the mind in the gutter, right? You love it when a woman's mind is in the gutter. Admit it. So like, yeah, I can't keep doing soul retrievals for dudes who use what you doing as a love language. I just broke up with a 5-year textuationship. I say 5 because it's less embarrassing. Like, have you heard of this textuationship? Mm-hmm. I think I just unintentionally invented it. I'm such a good writer. I don't have that Disney face that every man, Prince Charming, has been programmed to allow permissions. Let's see. They like to say, follow your bliss. So I'm like, okay, it's okay that I just lie in bed all day. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Self-love is expensive. But at least I do pay in full. Let's see. All right, I think it's like, I guess that's like a minute. I'll have to cut it down. All right, thank you.
Where do we find you?
You can find me on all platforms through Jamila Carroll or Epiphany Speaks.
All right, Diva. Oh my God. I am so proud that somebody finally said something about the genocide, because I saw it myself. They have a ceasefire going on, and you know what they did? The Gazas, the friggin' terrorists, they shot all those people, those women and children today. That's a real genocide. Give a round of applause for bringing that up. They can't do that. If it's a ceasefire, we want peace. We want peace. You don't have to like Trump's hair. My husband had Trump derangement syndrome. He hated him. He owes me money, he would say. You guys have had a lot of fun. You're embarrassed to leave. Don't be embarrassed. We got to talk about Dr. Brawl later. You want to hear how crazy it is, though? Dr. Brawl, his brother is a dentist in my dentist building in New York. Wow. So I would take a picture with Dr. Brawl's brother, my kid's pediatrician that they know, that was their pediatrician. I would take a picture with the brother, and then I would send it to L.A. and take a picture with that one and send it back to New York. It was just crazy. But you know what it is? Because New York people don't want to come here. That's, it's like too much for them. They're like, 5 hours. I do it so much. So without these people here, you wouldn't have much. If you guys ever think about doing stand-up, just remember, the way I work with you is so easy. It was so hard. George has been there for like that big group. I don't want to do it like that anymore. It's too much. But we had a lot of fun. I mean, we really got down, and we got people that didn't have a chance of being funny. Anya has more time than anybody in this room. I had a guy, it's like, I don't have any time. We couldn't get him off. Like now, we're getting off right now. So if you think you're funny and people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. Take a class, take a podcasting class. If you came here tonight and you enjoyed the show, for you guys it's $5. For the performers it's $10 because we're giving them some stuff. Please tune in. All you people who have commentary on the middle-aged muchacho's jokes, why don't you tell him personally? And you can find us at LA School of Comedy on all platforms, and I'm at Sunda Live on all platforms. Thank you, Samantha, our comedy concierge, for getting us Jennifer Flowers. That's her name in English. But if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Pilgrims. Good night.